It's BBC Radio Surrey. Good morning. If you fancy a bit of an exhibition, we've got one for you from the comfort of your own armchair, from your tablet or your computer. We're hearing about Rain Will Fall. It's a new online exhibition from Felt Photographic. With more details, Catherine Chapman is a photographer from Surrey, joining us now. Morning.
Good morning, James. How are you?
I'm really good. Great to talk to you.
And you?
You are the curator of this exhibition, and well, it's a sort of unique gallery space, and it's all online. So tell me about the actual exhibition.
The exhibition is a beautiful collection of international photographs, responding to the title Rain Will Fall, which is about we'll always experience difficult things, but in our darkness we can find our greatest light. So that's what the exhibition is about, and the whole point of Felt Photographic is that it's an invitation for people to experience the art from a somatic and emotional response, rather than looking at the art and thinking if you like it or you don't like it. You look at it and notice which you're responding to, what's being reflected in the images for you, and what might change as a result. You know, it's kind of a bit like what do we need and what's being reflected in the art to help us kind of look after ourselves, really.
Give me an idea of what inspired you to actually put the exhibition together and do it online rather than in a gallery.
Well, doing it online rather than in a gallery is really so it can reach more people, and you know, I don't need to have a space to be able to get the word out there and get people submitting and get people experiencing the art. And the reason that I did this was, in my experience with open calls and competitions, they always felt like there was something missing. There was a panel of judges all kind of huddled around, you know, everyone's pictures, deciding whether they liked it or not, whether it was technically correct. They were scoring it, critiquing it. And they would do the emotional response as well, but there was everything else in there. And I really felt very strongly that art, you know, you don't need to be experienced in art to experience art. You can have no knowledge or all the knowledge in the world, and you still have your own subjective response to art. And it was really about getting the message out there to remove all these myths that art needs to be elitist or intellectualized. Actually, all we need to do is go back to our humanity and experience art for why we created in the first place, which is from a place of emotion to, you know, evoke emotion in others. So that really was the impetus for it.
So you got submissions from Nigeria, Namibia, Georgia, Macedonia, Iceland, South Korea, Mexico, and Japan, as well as the US, the UK, and all over Europe. So a right old selection. So just clarify: are these photographs or are they pieces of artwork?
Yes, it's photographic. It's a photographic open call because photography is my medium. But actually, you know, the premise of noticing how you're responding to art can be applied to all kinds of art, every art, you know, nature, movement, music. You know, if a piece of music makes you cry, that's your body's way of telling you that there's something that perhaps you need to notice, and how can you look after yourself better as a result of that.
So how you mentioned about judges sitting around, you know, looking at pictures and going, oh, yeah. How have you chosen your submissions then?
Well, there's a video that I posted online. I've done it all from the felt sense. So basically, I printed all the photographs out and shuffled them around and picked them up blind and held them between my hands, and I felt their energy. I mean, it will sound quite woo-woo to some people, but I felt the energy of the images between my hands, and then I placed them where I felt that they were calling to go in the exhibition. And it was so interesting because this is the second time I've curated a gallery in this way. And each piece of art has a very particular energy. Some are very light, some are quite heavy, some have very significant shape. I mean, there's a piece by Sarah Karpov in the exhibition, and that had a very, very pronounced round energy to it. So it was really, really interesting when I placed them on the floor and then remembered the ones with the most strong energy, which ones that they related to. It was an absolutely fascinating process.
So how long is it going to run for? Where can people see it?
So it's running for the whole of November, and people can see it at my website, which is catherinechapman.co.uk/Felt Photographic.
Well, look, good luck to you. Hope it goes well.
Thank you so much.
Nice.
Thanks, James.
Appreciate you coming on the show and talking to us. 10 to 10.